Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Whether Poppy's actually a gold digger or not, she just made a misapprehension that's going to come back to hang her, and when she goes down, she'll nearly clearly take an innocent party on Bold and Beautiful with her. Poppy is presently reposing in the gleam of her new life with Bill in the Spencer estate. In fact, it sounded like she and Luna may have formerly had their bags packed, given how snappily they moved into the mega mansion after the maternity test proved to be positive. But moving too presto was her mistake. Luna and Poppy had no sooner stowed their wallets in their vastly larger apartments when Katie turned up at the door, fresh off of an intimidating discussion with Lee, who made no bones about her family being an opportunist. This alone was enough to bring out Katie's defensive instincts. But what happened next didn't help to assure her about Bill's new lady love. Sure, Katie was bound to be jealous that Bill has a new woman, and the fact that they putatively have a child together only adds to the ouch, but it's not the green-eyed monster that Poppy needs to sweat, it's the Logan's capability to smell when commodity is out. One could argue that Katie's radar is picky. After all, she was fully in the dark when Sally Spectre faked a terminal illness to hold on to Wyatt, but when it comes to Bill, those instincts are well honed and dead on. Katie headed to Bill's house looking to have a discussion with him, but was formerly on alert due to Lee's unvarying assertion that Poppy is a gold digger with a long history of targeting good-looking rich men. What eluded her there did nothing to quell any fears she was harboring. In fact, it only made them worse. While Poppy was outwardly cordial toward Katie, a switch had easily been flipped since the last time the two came face to face, with Bill's special mint-loving gal having shifted into a lady of the manor house type persona. Right before our eyes, she so subtly tried to give Katie the charge, dropping lines about it not being her house presently, and having a million effects to do to put her stamp on the place. Longtime observers watched in fascinated horror as Poppy, relatively confidently, made the huge misapprehension that we all knew would bring her dearly. Bold and Beautiful can be each over the place at times, but one thing that remains harmonious is that you don't get too far intruding with a Logan, or her man, on this show. Poppy, of course, is unconscious to this implied rule, and is indeed apprehensive of the hell she unleashed on herself by condescending to Katie in Bill's living room. Katie's expression was that of amused tolerance, but it was unmistakably giving, "Who the hell do you suppose you are?" Behind that smile, one could imagine her figuratively stropping her talons for the moment she'll go in for the eventual kill. And make no mistake, Katie will end Poppy's dreams of living the high life. It might take a while, but in that moment, Poppy sealed her fate. Katie will make it her life's charge from this moment forward to expose her, and she'll presumably take Bill back in the process because Carter who? Don't see the jotting on the wall? Indeed, Don Diamant teased trouble ahead. Bold and Beautiful suckers, at this point, know there has to be commodity to Lee's allegations about her family, and that there had to be commodity questionable about that maternity test. Bill, Poppy, and Luna were entirely too joyful for it to be on the up and up. Yep, the other shoe is going to drop, and we're positive it'll be one of Katie's stilettos. Unfortunately for Poppy, she won't be the only one who suffers, thanks to her big mistake. Luna's world will come crashing down too. This won't end well for either of them. Still don't believe us? Hear it from Bold and Beautiful's Heather Tom herself, who told us, Katie is always the bone. Who finds out the dirt? Watch the full interview from the 2024 Daytime Emmys below. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that after Bill Spencer got maternity evidence, he incontinently invited Poppy Nozawa and Luna Nozawa to live with him. It's clear that Bill thinks they've all wasted further than enough time piecemeal. As far as Bill's concerned, he's got a new family now and intends to take full advantage of it. Of course, that could mean Bill will pop the question sooner rather than laterally. Poppy could fluently start intimating about a speedy engagement and make it clear that she'll say yes if Bill asks her to marry him. There was a time when Poppy was each about standing on her own two bases as an independent woman, but those days are long gone. Now Poppy's all in on a future with rich Bill and is embracing a lavish life at his manse. Still, Poppy is getting a little too arrogant about her place in Bill's life. We re-seeing Poppy give Katie Logan and Station, so B&B could be leaning into all the gold digger allegations and making Poppy the villain of this story. Lee Finnegan has clearly raised plenitude of complaints about Poppy from day one, so perhaps there's some verity to everything she's been saying. This could be a situation where Poppy's manipulative side is eventually on the verge of exposure. Anyhow, Katie is getting decreasingly defensive of Bill, and deep down, she may want him back for herself. There's nothing like a little competition to stir up old passions and make a character start allowing about all the what-ifs. Still, it may not be long until Bill and Poppy's marriage day arrives, if B&B's gearing up for some fast engagement news. Will Katie plot against the couple's espousal and maybe expose Poppy's true colors in some way? Poppy may be eager to put a ring on it and make Bill her hubby, but their implicit marriage form could be doomed if Katie has anything to say about it. Katie might start making some prognostications about Bill's heartache and decide she has to stop this union before they actually say promises. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal that Poppy and Katie will go up against each other in some surprising ways, so check back for updates on all the marvels ahead. June 12th reveals that Brooke Logan ultimately induced Hope Logan to be honest about whether she was developing passions for John Finn Finnegan, so Hope admitted she was starting to watch further about Finn. Hope study that was reasonable, considering he'd been a good friend and was such a compassionate, amazing croaker. Brooke asked if Hope was Finn's case now, so she explained about her migraines and Finn's mending hands since he gave her a massage. Brooke didn't like the sound of all this, but Hope acted like Steffi Forrester didn't understand him like she did. After Hope suggested that she was kindred spirits with Finn, Brooke reminded her that they were talking about Steffi's hubby. Hope said she wasn't going after Finn, but she did admit that he was one of the stylish men she'd ever met. Meanwhile, Steffi told Finn that she had further experience with the Logans and prompted him to keep Hope at a distance. Although Steffi claimed this wasn't coming from a place of covetousness or instability, she was uncomfortable with Finn spending time with Hope. Once Steffi called Hope lost and reckless, she refocused out that Hope didn't want to lose Deacon Sharp and was accepting Sheila Sharp as a result. Finn allowed. They should help Hope since she was floundering and try to break the contest cycle, which could be passed down to Kelly Spencer and Beth Spencer if commodity didn't change. After Finn told Steffi not to worry and assured her that Hope wasn't impacting him, Steffi said okay and gave him a clinch. Still, Steffi still looked nervous over Finn's shoulder. At Il Giardino on Wednesday's B&B occasion, Tracy wrapped up a business meeting with Bill Spencer and Liam Spencer. Once Tracy refocused out that she was just doing what they hired her for by mollifying any surprises, Bill suggested about how occasionally surprises could be a good thing. After Tracy left, Liam sounded uncomfortable over Bill nearly dishing about his long misplaced son to in hand and wanted his pater to talk to him rather. Bill reflected on how Poppy Nozawa still took his breath down and had given him more than just recollections now that Luna Nozawa was verified as his child. Liam wondered if Bill had spoken to Katie Logan about all this, but Bill hadn't had a chance yet. At Bill's manse, Katie was dragooned to give Poppy and Luna her blessing as Bill's new gal put her on the spot. After Katie said she didn't know Poppy veritably well, she claimed she allowed. Veritably largely of Luna since she knew her from Forrester Creations. Although Katie hadn't been suitable to bandy everything with Bill yet, she refocused out that this affected Will Spencer's, last played by Finnegan George, life, too.